Hey girls and guys, welcome back. This room is called Network Services. Learn about, then enumerate and exploit a variety of network services and misconfigurations. Task 1. Get connected. This room will explore common network service vulnerabilities and misconfigurations, a basic knowledge of Linux, and how to navigate the Linux file system is required for this room. Task 2. Understanding SMB. SMB, which stands for Server Message Block Protocol, is a client-server communication protocol used for sharing access to files, printers, serial ports, and other resources on a network. The SMB protocol is known as a response request protocol, meaning that it transmits multiple messages between the client and a server to establish a connection. What runs SMB? Microsoft Windows operating system since Windows 95 have included client and server SMB protocol support. You will find all the answers to the questions in the above article. Task 3. Enumerating SMB. Enumeration is the process of gathering information on a target in order to find potential attack vectors and aid in exploitation. This process is essential for an attack to be successful. Enumeration can be used to gather usernames, passwords, network information, host names, application data, services, or any other information that may be vulnerable. SMB share drives on a server that can be connected to and used to view or transfer files. SMB can often be a great starting point when looking to discover sensitive information. Port scanning with Nmap, we've already covered this in previous videos. Look out for those amongst the playlists. Enum for Linux is a tool that is used to enumerate SMB shares on both Windows and Linux systems. It's basically a wrapper around the tools in the Samba package and makes it easy to quickly extract information from the target pertaining to SMB. The syntax is nice and simple. Enum for Linux, space, the option, and space, your IP address. Here's the different tags with the function. Deploy your machine, click the green Start Machine button, as well as your attack box at the top if you're using attack box. I've gone ahead and opened up a terminal. I'm going to run my first Nmap scan, a connect scan using the switch S capital T. I like to do or run more than one Nmap scan. My second scan will be run using the switch S capital V. I normally tend to do 2 or 3 Nmap scans. This will be the third scan. This one we'll do is a script scan with the switch S capital C, and let's take a look at the different information that we've been given. You'll see in the script scan it shows us the 3 ports that are open: 22, 139, 445. There's host script results. You can see the computer name, the net BIOS computer name. There's quite a few answers to our questions in task 3 that you can already go ahead and answer. Just taking a look at questions for task 4. What would the syntax be? That should be easy enough for you to sort out. I'm going to run the enum for Linux scan. I'm using the hyphen small a switch with the IP address. Gives us quite a bit of information. Let it all download. And let's take a look. There's a lot of information as well given to us. Is groups, password policy information. Here's our work group with the name again, the server, share enumerations. Here's our share names. There's net logon, profiles, print, RPC. The one that's normally tasty in this instance, like our answers, is profiles. There's OS information and the OS version. The domain name again. All the answers to the questions in task 3 and 4 can be found in these two scans. Your Nmap or RN3 Nmap scans and the enum for Linux scan, which will give you your answers. Let's try and log in using SMB client. I'm using the information given to me here where it says username is anonymous, and we do not need to supply a password, so we'll just hit enter. So it's SMB client, the IP address, the profile. I'm just going to hit enter and it says SMB, so we are logged in. If I ls, there's a bunch of files. If I type help, it shows us what kind of commands we can run, and we can use more to read or view, and you can see the get command is here as well. So let's see the first one that looks a bit interesting, the working from home. Gonna more working from home, scroll through up, not much in here, press Q to quit. Let's do another one, more.ssh, there's nothing in here. More.profile, can read through what's given us here, see for any information that can be valuable. Q to quit out. Let's do more .vim info. I like to just try and view as much of the files as I can. Let's move into SSH and LS. Here you can see we've got the ID RSA, and let's see, yes, there's our RSA private key, the beginning to the end of it. I'm going to more out all of these, so let's do the .pub. If you look through this, yes, it looks like a username here, cactus at polo SMB. So cactus looks like it might be a profile name. We'll give it a try. Let's do the last one, more authorized keys. Scroll through, I don't see anything. Q for quit. Okay, let's get the ID underscore RSA file or key because we want that. So I'm going to use the get command like we saw. I'll type out help again to see the commands that we're allowed to run, and let's use get ID RSA. Says we've got them. I'm opening up a separate terminal, ls, just to show what's in there, and now you can see the downloaded ID RSA key or file. If I change the permissions of this file to 600 using change mod and have a look using lslh command to have a look at the permissions, you can see I've changed them. Now we can use this RDRSA to log in using SSH. So SSH -I and then the RDRSA file. I'm going to use Cactus, the profile name, at the IP address. So type in yes, and we logged in. And if you have a look at the username in the front of the prompt, it says Cactus. So we logged in as Cactus. If I ls, there's a smb.txt, and if I cat this now, it should show me it. Yes, there is your flag. SMB is fun, hey? See you in part 2 for Telnet.